If you want to be a dominant tackler, then I'm going to assume you already know the safe way to tackle. So the first tip I'm going to give you is make sure that your shoulder is the first thing that makes contact with the person you're trying to tackle. Because something that I do a lot, and that some of my teammates do a lot, is we'll all try and lead with our arms to try and box someone in when we tackle. That's very easy to read in the attack. It's nice to do the bumpy whatever. But if your shoulder is the first thing that makes contact with them, then like, the hit is always going to be good. If your shoulder is the first thing that makes contact with someone, the hit is always going to be good. As soon as your shoulder hits, then the rest of your momentum will follow through. You can get a good wrap, you can get a squeeze, you can drive them down, like you can get them to ground. So make sure your shoulder is the first thing that hits. And the way they're going to be able to do this is by staying on your feet and getting in close. Obviously, like when you're tackling, you also want to stay on your feet. You never want to plant your feet, then you'll get stepped like shit. You'll get bombed as well. So you also want to stay on your feet. Step in close, then make sure your shoulder is the first point of contact. If you want like a full list of like tackling tips and everything, then they'll be in my community below. But since you want your shoulder to be the first point of contact, the second tip I'm going to give you is don't be afraid to go high. Now, when I say go high, I don't mean like take someone's neck out. But most people carry the ball. Most people carry the ball around here or like on here. And if you can hit someone high, like on the ball, if you can hit someone like your shoulder made contact here, like again, it's going to be a very good hit. And the reason why this is helpful, hitting someone higher, is very good for dominant tackles, is because if you hit someone high, then it's going to be like a bit of a wrestle. It's going to be a bit of a fight. There's going to be about 2-3 seconds where like you're grabbing the ball, they're driving the ball, they're trying to drive forward, you're trying to drive them back. Then eventually after 2-3 seconds, the ref calls tackle. But in that 2-3 seconds, your defensive line has had time to set. You're all on side, like you know who you're defending, you can blitz, you can drift, the call is set. But even if you do like a good effective low chop tackle, obviously there's a chance of someone on your team jackaling. But even if it's a good low chop tackle, that's quick ball for the attack. Because like you get chopped, you land, then you turn around. That's what 2 seconds. But if I hit you higher, if I hit you on the ball and like hold you up and we're fighting, we're battling, that's 2-3 seconds, and then you have to hit the floor, present. So don't be afraid to hit someone on the ball. And when you do this, obviously you're still going to drop and your shoulder's going to be the first thing that makes contact. But as soon as your shoulder makes contact, like drive, like you always want to be driving. If you hit someone high, you have to drive through. You really want to slow the ball up when you do this. But if I have the ball, if I'm an attacker, if someone hits me here while I'm carrying, if someone hits me right here, and suddenly I have to start fighting, and maybe I get the offload away, but even then, as soon as I start looking, I start trying to like keep my stance, I start trying to keep my posture, suddenly I'm being driven back. And even if I do manage to fight, like, unless I'm just like insanely strong, that's still what, minimum 2 seconds I'm up in the air, and that's really going to slow the attack down. So the first thing is, make sure that your shoulder makes the first point of contact. And the way that's going to happen is by staying on your feet, getting in close. You have to be close. Make sure your shoulder is the first thing that makes contact. You can only do that by being close to the attacker. You stay on your feet, then you get in close, and your shoulder makes the first point of contact. The second tip is, don't be afraid to tackle a little bit higher. Don't be afraid to hit someone on the ball, wrap them up, like have a fight in the air. Like as Saracens, we do a lot of like wrestling drills, like trying to like wrestle someone to the ground. Like I've done to school, so like you and your partner both on your knees. You're both on your knees and you have your hand on your shoulders. You're trying to drive them to the floor. That's what you want to be doing when you're hitting someone higher on the ball. You want to be like fighting with them, driving them back, pushing them left, right, like trying to just slow the ball down. And when you do finish, you land on top of them, because that's what every dominant tackle has. You land on top of the opponent. So your shoulder makes the first point of contact, and you hit someone on the ball and you fight in the air. You fight to keep them up, to slow the attack down. Now these are 2 tips I've learned just over like 5 years of play. If you want more of them, they'll be linked to my community below. And the point of that is just to like help you become the best player you can, to get into higher teams, to play academy, just to get wherever you can. I want to take you as far as you can in this sport. And by giving you access to knowledge and different tips, that's what I want to help you do.